of you gathered. It's so good to be together on this very important day. We are going to sing a song next called No Kings Here. And you are going to sing with us because it's a great and easy song to sing. This was written by Tom Paxton and Kathy Fink for this day. So people all around the country and probably all around the world are singing this particular song today. And the tune is so easy because you knew it in elementary school, the beginning of it anyway, which is 3 blind mice. But that's not the words, but we're going to sing No Kings Here. Try it, everybody. No Kings Here. How about everybody? I mean, these people and all you people. Ready? Going up. Go. No Kings Here. And the next part goes, Not in my America. Not in my America. And then again, No Kings Here. And then this part, Not in my USA. Let's take it from the beginning. 1, 2, from the beginning, that far. No kings here, not in my America. No kings here, not in my USA. And the next part, we don't need no monarchy. Try that. We don't need no monarchy. So let me change it and sing the word that they actually wrote, which is, we don't need no royalty. Try that. We don't need no royalty. And let me correct it again because now I've looked at my song sheet and actually it says, got no need for royalty. Third time's correct. Got no need for royalty. And then it's, we believe in loyalty to what we call democracy. So it's got no need for loyalty. We got no need for royalty. We believe in loyalty to what we call democracy. Let's try that whole little section. 1, 2, here we go, and got no need for royalty. We believe in loyalty to what we call democracy. No kings here. Let's try the whole thing. Here we go. No kings here. Not in my America. No kings here. Not in my USA. Got no need for royalty. We believe in loyalty to what we call democracy. No kings here. One more time, hold it. No kings here. Not in my America. No kings here. Not in my USA. Got no need for there was no room for purple. It was all red, white, and blue. No kings here, not in my America. No kings here, not in my USA. I've no need for royalty. We believe in royalty to what we call democracy. No kings here. We had a king once years ago, back in days of yore. He showed us what kings were like, so we showed him the door. No kings here, not in my America. No kings here, not in my USA. I've no need for royalty. We believe in loyalty to what we call democracy. No kings. One more time. No kings here, not in my America. No kings here, not in my USA. Got no need for royalty. We believe in loyalty to what we call democracy. No kings All right. Well, next we would like to welcome to the stage Roger and Nancy. Maybe they will introduce themselves more than that, and they're going to sing lead on the next song, Here in America, a song that they created.
Hello, Brattleboro. So, this song, Here in America, has a chorus that I'd like you to sing along. It's very simple, one word. We're going to sing the word resist, and I want you to say, resist. Here we go. No kings, no crowns, no golden thrones, no names of nobility. The separation of the powers ensures our democracy. The king is not law, the law is king here in America. Here we go. Resist, resist. You know you gotta resist. Resist. How did it come to this? We don't want no kings. We the people means all of us, all genders, race or creed. No billionaires, no Elon Musk buying our democracy. The Constitution protects our free speech here in America. Resist. Resist. You know you gotta resist. Resist. Did it come to this? We don't want no king. All are created equally. You cannot erase those words. Dare to oppose the tyranny. Get out and make yourself heard. Oh yeah. Yeah. A time for change is coming soon. I hope you will do your bit. Stand in the streets and shout these words here in America. Here we go. Resist. Resist. You know you gotta resist. Resist. Did it come to this? We want democracy. Again. Resist. Resist. You know you gotta resist. Resist. Did it come to this? We want democracy. Again, you know you got to resist. Sing it. You know you got to resist. Yeah, last time you know you got to resist. Thank you.
Okay, so we're going to go right to another song. We've got the Seymour sisters up here to sing lead on a song, There Ain't No Kings in the USA. And they're going to start out, then the whole choir and anyone else who wants to join in with us, then a little instrumental break, and then the whole choir and everybody else again. In the USA, you're not God, no matter what you say. You break your word, you steal and lie, but you can't break us, no matter how you try. This land is ours, and we are free, from the desert sands to the shining sea. Hand in hand, a rhythm go. You spit your hay, we wake, we woe. Because no one can treat no way, and no man owns the USA. There ain't no king in the USA. He ain't no God, no matter what he say. He says Ben, he say not today, 'cause there ain't no king in the USA. Wow, thank you all for coming. Good Trouble Street Choir, you can exit the stage. And you know where we'll be meeting later, which is over at the monument. Yay.
Thank you, Good Trouble
Good Trouble Street Choir and the People's Resistance Marching Band.
And the People's Resistance Marching Band. I can't hear you. They were amazing. I can't. What? The band was awesome, right? Yes, the choir was awesome, right? Yay! Not look like a disorderly protest. You guys were here on time. You got your signs. We got the axolotl. We got T-Rex. I saw a unicorn earlier, and I don't think it was... Oh, there's the unicorn. We got a unicorn. We got frog balloons and frogs. The frog contingent has joined us, folks. I want to say thank you.
No, thank you.
Thank you. Thank each other. This is awesome. You're awesome. Thank you, America. Thank you, Vermont. Thank you, Windham County. Thank you, Brattleboro. Thank you and you and you specifically for being here today. I want to welcome Mike Maroki. You guys say it. What's the name? I'm a Flatlander. We were military. Molly Burke is here. We've got yes. We got everybody here. We got Emily Kornheiser. She gonna speak to you in a minute. We've got State Treasurer Mike Pichak. Brattleboro is calling the big guys. I want the Brattleboro Police Department. How amazingly lucky and blessed are we to have our police standing with us? They're here to protect you, and they're here to protect the rights of counter-protesters, which brings me to, if you see a counter-protester, do not engage. Just let it go. Just let it go. You can sing the song. Actually, go ahead and sing the song. I'm not going to, I don't have the voice. You didn't see me with the choir. And I also want to give one more very special thank you. If you voted for Trump and are here today, thank you. Feel that welcome. We love you. We love America, and we love Americans. I know you didn't vote for the assault on our Constitution. Speaking of the rules, the Constitution. I need everybody to carry out anything that you carried in. If it came with you, it leaves with you. I need you to stay on the sidewalks and the crosswalks. I need you to listen to what safety marshals tell you, what police guidance you're given. And I just want to remind you that if you see counter-protesters, you respect their rights to be here, but also enjoy your right to ignore them. And pro tip, do you know what Hank hates more than anything? Being ignored. So savor it. We don't need their negativity or their America-hating vibe, and know that any interaction is just a trap. Let's connect with them on more neutral ground later, because right now, whose streets? Our streets! Whose streets? Our streets! You guys gotta be louder than that! Whose streets? Our streets! But for real, sidewalks, if you could stay on the sidewalks, that would be excellent, thank you. Now the disclaimer. A core principle behind all No Kings events is a commitment to nonviolent action. We expect all participants to seek to de-escalate any potential confrontation with those who disagree with our values and to act lawfully at these events. Weapons of any kind, including those legally permitted, should not be brought to these events. We stand in non-violence because the party ain't violent, it's fun. And I see we've got a turkey, and we've got an eagle now with us. Hey, the party keeps getting better. If you do see a problem or something that doesn't smell right, please contact either a police officer or your safety marshal. Safety marshal, somebody come up here and do a little dance for me. What does a safety marshal look like? They've got yellow vests, and they're in amongst the crowd, and I guess we don't want to dance for me. That's fine. I won't take it personally. Announcements. I know. We're going to get into the really fun part, but like everybody has a thing. I want to welcome, also, I should put this at the beginning. We have All Out for Palestine activists who are here with us today in solidarity. Woo! And it is also Harvest Festival today at 805 Western Ave from 2 to 5. Their food forest is having a buy donation hot soup food music tours of their food festival. They're going to have raffles and prizes, and they're awesome if you haven't been. It is at 805 Western Ave, just over the bridge on Western Ave. Y'all seen it? I said I was military. I've lived a lot of places. I can say y'all. I also want to invite you to join us October 22nd for a noon to 2 p.m. march at St. Albans Taylor Park to the ICE headquarters. I don't know if anybody wants to come play. All of this information that I am telling you will be given to you on an action card, so you will not have to remember what I'm saying, but I'm still saying it. Action Corps has a table, Indivisible has a table, and the New England Youth Theater has a table, and oddly enough, they're selling some banging t-shirts, so get over there and sell them out. I also want to share with you, there is a poster right here. Indivisible Brattleboro has a warning system and rapid response team for ice sightings in our area. It's called MELT, because we're gonna melt ice. Who's gonna melt ice? We're gonna melt ice. So take a picture of this QR code, and you can use that. It takes you to a link, you fill out a form, and they come, the team, they'll legally, safely investigate, they document, notify legal help if a detention occurs. It's really the best thing that you could do, pass it on. And they're going to be walking around passing out cards also. Indivisible members are passing out action cards, so watch for it. Once you've used the information, pass it on to someone else. And now we're getting close to the fun part. Hold on. The strongest resistance is a resilient and connected community. The strongest resistance is a resilient and connected community. We've all been disconnected. So hook in. On one side of your action card, there's a reminder for Indivisible Brattleboro's What Does Democracy Look Like? Event, 4 p.m., November 16th at the Latches. Here we go. Hold on. I'm just going to get rid of this page. What does democracy look like? Okay, I'll teach it to you. This is what democracy looks like. Okay. What does democracy look like? Democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. You are what democracy looks like. Democracy looks like today, with thousands here, with millions across America, all standing together in support of self-governance, freedom, equity, and equality, public safety, and the pursuit of happiness. Each one of us is here today for a reason. Maybe it's outrage at all of these atrocities that are being performed in your name. The climate destruction, war, famine, families torn apart. No, we're good with that? Because I'm not, that's why I'm here. Maybe it's the struggle to balance buying groceries, dealing with health care, managing your kids, and working, all while it feels like the world is crumbling around us. Who feels like it's getting real? Life is hard. We're here because it doesn't need to be this hard. No matter the color of your hat, you're suffering. We're all isolated by our personal media demons, the impossible demands of a 21st society, and living paycheck to paycheck brought to us by profit-sucking billionaires. I want you to look around. Actually, look around. Like, I'm serious. Do you see all these people? This is Brattleboro. This is a little town. Like, traffic is because people are picking up their kids from school. That's traffic. It takes an extra 3 or 4 minutes. Yeah. Look at all of these people. This enormous crowd is the tiniest fraction of the Americans standing with us We the people stand together. That's another chant. We the people stand together. We the people stand together. The people stand together. And we are the people, not they are the people. We elect ourselves. We build our communities, like Edible Brattleboro. We have members of our own community we have elected to represent us. And our first speaker is Emily Korhauser. She's our rep. Self-governance comes from governing ourselves. Emily Korhauser is your neighbor. She's like literally my neighbor, and I love her. But she invites us to join her in the work of democracy. Her priorities as your representative are to support, and I want you to cheer when I say the points, to support health care quality and access, education that will build our future, housing we can afford to live in, and fair taxation that serves our workers and supports equity for all. A government we can trust. Do you really? We don't trust Washington right now, do we? But I trust Vermont. A government we can trust is the government made from ourselves and our neighbors. And here is your neighbor, Emily.
Oh, you're so much taller than me, Heather. Hello, Brattleboro. I am so happy to be here with all of you today. Oh, thank you. It's okay, short girl at the microphone. I am so happy to see you all here today. I have to say, I woke up this morning terrified. Some mornings are like that, right? And then I came into town and I got to listen to poetry for 3 hours, right down the street. And then I got to come here and see all of you and be here with all of you showing up. Thank you. We're here today to celebrate self-rule. Yeah. To fight for our democracy that is for us, that is by us. I want you to really sit with that for a minute, because that is a powerful responsibility that each of us have and that Vermonters have practiced before. I've had a lot of conversations with a lot of you in the grocery store, on the street, going for long walks, asking me who's gonna come save us, asking about the Democrats in Washington, what are they doing right now, right? How many of you had that conversation lately? Asking me why politicians are not doing enough. And I have to tell you, no one is coming to save us. People are doing their best. We have to save ourselves, each one of us. And you're doing that today. You're doing it by showing up. But there aren't only two choices in showing up, right? There's not just going to a protest every day, reading the newspaper like it's your job until you crumble into a ball, or just staying home and going to work and taking care of your family. There aren't two choices. There isn't just showing up or dropping out. There's a middle choice, and I want you all to hold it. It's remembering that when you care for your neighbors, you're building that future that we want to live in. It's when you show up on the Exit 2 overpass. How many here today have done that? You're not just finding joy and hope for yourself. You're giving hope to all the people that drive past you that day on their way home from work. How many of you are union organizers? How many of you are in a union?
You are practicing solidarity every single day, and that is what is going to build this future for us. And it's coming here, it's talking to your neighbors, it's remembering that each of those things, whether it is going to work, whether it is taking care of your kids, whether it is showing up at something big and bold like this, it's remembering why you're doing it. We're doing it to build a community where we can take care of each other, where we can trust a government to be for us and by us, for our collective goodwill. And it's so that we each know that our neighbors will be there for us tomorrow, that we can trust them, right? That's why we do each of those things each day. So it's not too much and dropping out. It's not doing everything everywhere all the time. It is taking care with what we do so we can build that future that we believe in. My friend Amy often says that a protest is a great place to organize people. And I think sometimes in Vermont, when we show up at a protest, we think, is the world watching us here in Vermont? Sometimes they are. Sometimes all eyes are on Brattleboro. But what else is a protest for? I want you to take a minute, like Heather said before. I want you to look to your neighbors, look to the people next to you, remember who they are, and make a commitment for the next thing you're going to do after this. Because that's what we do from here. This protest right here is a great way for us to organize ourselves, for you each to look to each other, for the leaders, for the community that we're building together. Thank you. Thank you, Brattleboro. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for remembering that we have a commitment to something, that this government, it's ours to shape, it's ours to show up for, and it's a responsibility that we're all going to hold together. Thank you.
Thank you, Emily. That was fabulous. Self-governance means we are our solution. So you guys are it, right? Like I hope you got this, because I can't do it by myself. But I do hear a lot. But what can I do? Have you said that? I want us all to say this together. What can I do? Okay? What can I do? It hits a little bit differently with that many voices, doesn't it? Sort of sounds like we could probably get something done. What can you do? What can I do? If there's anything I hear when I'm talking to other people, it's that I'm overwhelmed. I'm overwhelmed. Who here is overwhelmed? I am like done. I'm like missing sleep. It's awful right now. But you know what's good medicine? Action, connection, community, this. But you gotta take this with you when you go. And how do you take this with you when you go? You connect. We have points. You can go to the Indivisible booth or Action Corps. There's a bunch of activists walking around. We've got handouts and flyers and leaflets and blah, all these things. Connect. Connect. And maybe you're just on another newsletter. And maybe that's enough. But maybe you do the next thing. Maybe you hold a potluck. And maybe you talk to your neighbors. Because it does. It feels overwhelming. No one person is going to fix this. But you specifically are the answer. You know, maybe you don't love making phone calls. I hate making phone calls. Or writing postcards. I hate writing postcards. But maybe you are that cook and you can feed a group of people. Or a musician. Like, okay, one more time. Let's hear it for the musicians here today. Woo! Maybe you're none of these things. Maybe you got something else to offer. But if you don't put it out there, we don't know. And then we're stuck here. kind of hanging out together, being like, what the hell is going on? So please connect with a group after this rally. The first step in getting us through this mess, I'm trying to use my appropriate language, mess, is to connect and then be active. The strongest resistance is a connected community. We, the people, stand together. We, the people, stand together. We, the people, stand together. Because we stand together. If you look around, like, what can be this many people do? We can do anything. We do not stand just our giant group here today. We stand in solidarity with people across this country and across the world. The world, everyone, we're all together. It may feel like they've got a lot of people on their team, but we are the majority. Right? We're united in number and spirit. We're driven by compassion and shared purpose. Let's use our powers of compassion. It's really a superpower. And this isn't red or blue. Our success comes from people sharing dialogue and working together and harnessing our collective power. Human power. I want to introduce our next speaker. He's come to share this day with us. I hope we can share it with grace. Django Grace. Django graduated from Brattleboro Union High School in 2024. Come on, you guys, you can do this with me. Go Bears! Good. We'll do it again. Go Bears! Go Bears! Yeah! Go Bears! And is now a student at Columbia University. Go Lions! I looked it up. And he's sharing his day and his passion with you. Django is leading the way to a future we all want to share, one where we can carry the banner together for our nation. Django!
I am angry. And I am terrified. But I want to start today by saying that I am proud. I am so proud to be a part of this community. I am so proud to be from a place where I continuously see my family and my peers and my loved ones and my friends show up for what they believe in. I'm so proud to be from a place where I was free to navigate the complexities of this reality, where I was free to learn about the beauty and the ugliness of America, and when something made me angry, I was free to do something with my anger. I am proud. I am proud to be from a place where people's eyes are open to the realities of this nation, and when they see an injustice, they get angry. But I'm here today because I believe it is no longer enough for us to be angry. I believe the time has come for us to look past anger. I believe the time has come to look past the simple actions of one demagogue in the Oval Office, for behind him, I fear, something much farther lurks. Something much deeper, something much more dangerous, something that we are all a part of, something that Donald Trump is merely the product of. And if we have the courage to do this, if we have the courage to take a step back and ask, how the fuck did we get here? If we have the courage to look deep into the heart of America, I'm afraid that we will find a disease. We will find something that is much more powerful, much more lethal than the actions of one man and his cronies, something that afflicts all of us, something that is ripping America in half. And we may think that we are revolutionaries, but we conform to its powers every single day, every single one of us. And I am talking about the force of polarity. I am talking about a culture of division that has sprung up in America, where everything has become two-sided. A culture where if I am left, I must hate right. Where if I am red, I must hate blue. And there is nothing in between. It has become personal. It is a culture of constant retaliation and condemnation. It is a culture where genuine political curiosity is being supplemented with Instagram reels and one-shot headlines. It is a culture where the only debates that happen are over two-sided political trends that are spit onto our plate. America is morphing into a pendulum that swings on one axis, and the further it swings into the extremities of left and right, the further it batters down the institutions of nuance and free thought that this country was founded upon. And we must ask, how did we get here? Because this is not natural. No, and I'm afraid we did not come here by ourselves. I'm afraid that we have been tricked. We have been coerced. We have been unwittingly incentivized to live under these two-sided rules. And I will tell you something. The politicians that you all hate, the kings that you want to abolish, the oligarchs that you condemn, the billionaires that you want to make pay, oh, they would love it if things kept going this way. They would love it if you kept playing by their rules. They would love it if you kept condemning the other side, if you kept hating people who call themselves Republicans, because this is a game they are forcing us to play, and it is a game of distraction. It is a game that pits Americans against each other so colossal amounts of money can move behind our backs unnoticed. It is a game, it wants to pit red against blue. It wants to pit the people of Vermont against the people of Alabama and Georgia and Florida. And I'm afraid to say it, but it wants to pit the people that came to this rally against the people that didn't. And the only way that we can start to dismantle this gridlock that fascism is already building its structures upon is by relearning how to talk to each other. I already see the tendrils of polarity wrapped around the facets of this community. It is dangerous. I see children, I see elementary school kids exclude their peers because his family voted for Trump. I see high school kids threaten each other's lives, threaten each other with actual violence over political Snapchat posts. I see neighbors turn their backs on each other over lawn signs. I see people screaming at each other in the street over text printed on a t-shirt. I see Americans losing the ability to talk to one another. And we need discourse. We need to engage with the people who oppose us because this is how we find common ground. And common ground is the only way that we're going to get out of this mess. It's the only way. Now, more than ever, we need discourse. We need vitalized discourse, and we need it at the community level because, goddammit, this is ground zero. Now, more than ever, we need local structures such as representative town meeting. This is the last time where we should be abandoning it. Right here, right in front of us, we have all these beautiful little municipal arenas for free thought, and they're being abandoned. It's terrible to see. Right here, they are operationally free from partisan powers. We need all hands on deck. The only reason we should be reforming these structures is to remove the barriers that prevent more people from participating in them. And I applaud the people that are working on that. Thank you. How dare we call ourselves concerned when the systems of democracy in our own community are left unmanned and abandoned? Your passion means nothing if you're not willing and able to apply it right here. We need to find common ground, and common ground is not achieved by shutting down your opposition. Common ground is not achieved through cancel culture. It cannot be attained by sticking a lawn sign in your front yard or hoisting a flag or writing some text on your t-shirt. Common ground is not achieved by putting something angrily on your Instagram story. We need to completely abandon the ridiculous notion that has taken hold that social media is a platform for activism. It is undermining democracy and it is destroying us from the inside. The only thing these apps do is provide us with the illusion of civic discourse while putting us deeper into ideological echo chambers. They are designed to divide us. Their algorithms profit by feeding us what we want to hear and condemning the opposite. They give us the illusion that we are participating in something great while we are taking a shit on the toilet. It's fucking ridiculous. Sorry. Now consider this. The top 4 social media platforms in our country. X is owned by Elon Musk, the richest man in the world. Instagram and Facebook are owned by Mark Zuckerberg, the 3rd richest man in the world. And TikTok's algorithm will soon be regulated by Oracle, a company owned by, I'm going to give you one guess, Larry Ellison, the 2nd richest man in the world. Wow, what a gorgeous roster that is. We need to remove civic power from these platforms because these autocrats are in complete control of them. Democracy belongs in the hands of community. And I may be young and naive, but I still think we can do this. I still think we can get away from this bipartisan absurdity because I still believe in the common sense of the American people. I still believe that no American thinks that 1% of the population should control as much wealth as the bottom 90% do combined. I believe that no American wants to see billionaires receive tax cuts while 16 million working class people are robbed of their health care. I believe no American thinks a man working 60 hours a week should struggle to feed his young family. No American wants to live in a reality where we have given up on climate change. No American wants to live in a reality where politically motivated assassinations are being applauded. No American stands behind the terrorist acts of Hamas, and no American, I say, will stand for the genocide that is happening in Gaza. And I wish I had a plan. I wish I had some method to undermine the bipartisan gridlock that is choking America to death. But I have no idea what this looks like. I'm sorry. I'm terrified, like all of you. And I wish I had some sort of blueprint. I'm just a student. I'm just trying to do well in school. And you're just my little brother, and you're my teacher, and you're just trying to run a restaurant. You want to be a soccer player, and you just want to enjoy your retirement, and you're just trying to be a kid or a mother. We're not politicians. We're not Republicans. We're not Democrats. We're not leftists or conservative. We're just people. And it is so sad. It is so sad that the conditions of today keep motivating us to come out here in solidarity and anger and sadness because the politicians in Washington can't seem to do their job. All they know how to do is play this two-sided game of absurdity. And even the ones who have our best intentions at heart are suffocated by the game's rules. And I know this, that so many of us have horrible disagreements with the ways that so many people in this country think, and in this state, and in this community. But the only way that we are going to be able to move forward is by engaging with those people. We must end this internal war. We can no longer view fellow Americans as the enemy because they fall to the opposite side of a contrived barrier, because they wear the wrong color hat. These are our people. They are the only way forward. We need common ground. But to those forces, to those self-interested individuals who profit from this divide, who cultivate this disgusting political gridlock by undermining common sense and free thought and free speech, who turn their backs on morality to reap the fiscal benefits of war, who continuously pit the American people against one another for their own good, to them I say, let's go toe-to-toe. I say, fuck them. They don't scare me anymore. We're not going to play by their rules. When we remove ourselves from this divide, when we throw our bodies upon the gears and our feet upon the levers and our hands upon the cogs of this machine of division that they are piloting, they will fall. We owe it to our children and to our children's children to teach them that disagree does not mean hate. Democracy does not belong to a minority. Democracy does not belong to one side or the other, and it belongs to us. And I stood up here when I was 13 years old, and I'm standing here again and I'm 19 years old, and I will stand up here until my hair is gray and falling out, if that's what it takes, because this belongs to us. I love you all. Thank you.
Winston Churchill, facing fascism, said, "This is no time for ease and comfort. It is a time to dare and endure. So dare with your humor, endure with love, turn the other cheek or butt cheek, and march on with a song. One frog makes a stand, an army of frogs makes a movement. Frogs have no kings, and neither do we." I want to welcome Mike Pichek. Yeah, Brattleboro native, state treasurer. When billionaires and oligarchs come for your freedom and your well-being, you hit them in the money. Mike Pichek is a Brattleboro native. He's our Vermont state treasurer. He grew up steeped in community service. His mom founded St. Bridget's Kitchen. Anyone? Now he's helping Vermont build affordable housing, keep medical debt from drowning us, and helping us to save for a dignified retirement. Mike Pichek!
Well, good afternoon, Brattleboro. It's so great to be here with you. There's no place I would rather be than here in my hometown, fighting back against Donald Trump and the MAGA movement with all of you. Now, I know that today is a national day of protest, but when tens of thousands of Vermonters continue to come out in the cold, in the snow, in the pouring rain, that is not simply a protest, that is a movement. And my friends, the movement that we are building together, it is bigger than Democrats versus Republicans. The movement we are building together is all about right versus wrong. And in that battle of right versus wrong, we don't just need Democrats. We need Republicans and independents and moderates and progressives and everyone in between. Quite frankly, we just need anyone with a backbone. We need anyone who will stand up and say clearly and unapologetically what is wrong. It is wrong to take health care away from our most vulnerable residents. It is wrong to take food out of the mouths of foster children and our veterans. It is wrong to order our National Guard to go into our very own cities. It is wrong to repeatedly and relentlessly attack women and their reproductive freedom. And when Donald Trump comes to Vermont and asks our governor for 140,000 people's personal, sensitive data, it is wrong for him not to stand up to President Donald Trump. Now, my friends, these things are not wrong because they are policy failures. These things are wrong because they are moral failures. And in this moment, we need all of our elected leaders to stand up and clearly say what is right and what is wrong. Now, Donald Trump is trying to divide the American people group by group by group. And he has started with our immigrant neighbors. Our immigrant neighbors who are here trying to improve their lives, powering our economy and building a better nation for all of us. Right here in Vermont, we've had workers taken off of farms disrupting our food system. We've had workers arrested at sites where they're building affordable housing that we so desperately need in our state. Mohsin Mandawi, going to get his citizenship exam, detained by ICE and almost deported out of Vermont to a jurisdiction that would give him less rights and less protections. My friends, these are not Vermont values. These are not American values. It's why in May, I helped start the Vermont Legal Immigration Defense Fund. This fund is seeking to raise $1 million so that no Vermonter, no neighbor has to face deportation without a lawyer by their side. Because in America, you don't get the full benefit of due process unless you have adequate legal representation. And we are going to continue to fight that tooth and nail all the way until we've raised $1 million. And I encourage you, if you're interested, if you want to push back, if you want to do something to be part of this resistance, support this fund. So, my friends, the movement we have built together, it will not continue to grow if we only bash Donald Trump, even though it feels so good to do so. We need to also chart a bold, energetic, and visionary future that we can build together. We need to build a future built on American values, one that supports a growing and strong middle class, one that finally says once and for all healthcare is for everyone as a fundamental basic human right. We need to build a future where children born here in Brattleboro today can grow up safely, that they can afford to go to school here, they can afford to buy a house here, and they will have economic opportunity here unrivaled by any other place in this country. We need to build a state where people can afford to start a family here and most importantly can afford to retire here in their hometown and their home state. Now, I want to close with something personal to me. My mom, Carolyn, passed away in May. She was the compass of my life, the person that provided in me all the values and all the things I think about as being good in public service. She founded St. Bridget's Kitchen 40 years ago. And she continued to run St. Bridget's for 4 decades. And every time I was with her at that kitchen, every time I was with her in this community serving food to somebody that had been forgotten about or who was shut in, without fail, she was always kind and patient and loving to every single person she encountered. And it instilled in me the value that everyone matters. Everyone has value and everyone deserves dignity. And when I was with my mom in the last few weeks of her life, she asked me, Michael, are you going to continue to stand up to Donald Trump? And I said, yes, Mom, I am. She said, aren't you afraid? And I said, no, because we are on the right side of history. And I think about that moment a lot, and I think about her lifetime of good deeds here in Brattleboro. And the work that we need to do, we need to sew our community back together, piece by piece, action by action. So I invite you today, I encourage you today, to think about what is the action you can take? What is the thing that you can do to help weave our society back together? whether it's supporting the Legal Defense Fund, whether it's standing up for a neighbor who can't stand up for themselves, whether it's feeding someone who is hungry. These are the American values all of us here today believe in, fight for, and support. That is the America we want to build back together. Brattleboro, keep fighting, keep taking back your power, and never, ever give up. Thank you so much for having me. Thank you for being here. Let's keep fighting. Thank you, Brattleboro.
Mike P-Jack, everybody, that was pretty fabulous, friends. Are you feeling inspired now? Woo! Can I have jelly? Come on. Run for governor. So let's not bow our heads or backs to this false king usurping the throne of the people. Today is a call to action, and I've got more calls to action. This is Jelly.
Hey, everybody. It is amazing to see your faces here. Each of you an individual with a purpose. Now, we are all here for a reason, yet we are not all here for the same reason. And in that, as a community, the most important part is our unity. So take a moment right now and look around you. Look at the different faces, because when times get tough, these are the faces you will turn to. When times get really tough, these are the faces that will be right beside you. And as we get called to action, so often our hearts want to defend themselves. And when our hearts get defensive, we get louder. When we speak softly, we speak with our hearts to our hearts. And in this moment, I ask for your connection. The ground that holds us is important. We will walk a path of change. And yet that path is not the change. You who walks it is the change. And if you will, for a moment, we are here united, yet that does not mean that we are here in harmony. And if you will, for 15 seconds, if we can find a hum that unifies us all, that grounds us from the earth and rises us in purpose, a hum, the vibration of change. Are you with me? I said, are you with me? Let's hum. That hum is what change feels like. Remember that, because the change is in you. You are the change we need. Thank you for your love.
I'm Rosie the Riveter, if anyone was wondering. That was incredible. That was a bonus. That was Jelly! It's time to march! But wait. We're gonna split where are the banners? We're gonna split behind two banners. One is going to cross the street towards the Church of Christ. And the other will cross the street closer. We're going to march up both sides of Main Street. and I'm just looking. Watch for people with the yellow shirts. Hold up. These guys. There you go. Here.
If you're hesitant to
Trump should have been swallowed!
worried about being cold.
They're alive? And you know, Jake lot more people here this time than last time. Now, what are your names? Yeah, hey, Carol.
Unicorn again!
He can't shake you off.
Let him know.
That's right. A lot more fun. Oh yeah, it's all hand
Yes, just watch out for this. And yeah, I'm good with my lower back or hips or anything. Yeah, exactly. So, but I've been trying to be smarter about what I'm wearing. So don't worry, you're not as bad as you were.
It is kind of on. Yeah, it's hard to think that way. Yeah, it's like a big
There's been a bunch.
No, but it was specifically
Oh,
the
the
like,
one piece? Yeah.
I think she wants to go with them. I mean, they have to.
I don't know, I refuse to watch.
Like grass, water.
that's like what?
I'll probably get forced to watch more later, but I'm on episode 50 and I can leave.
Why?
Oh, that's so funny. Yeah, we were like playing with him all the time, and then he broke it.
Yeah. We should.
Little empty fluff brains. I wish we still had that. Oh no, wait, that's but I was always a great
upset about the whole thing. Well, we appreciate it. We're gonna keep making our voices heard, and that's the best way to do the whole thing.
Come a little more right. A little more to the right. Yeah. And now you can cut in.
Cutting in?
There's actually a no change program.
I haven't seen you for a long time, Maria. It's good to see you. Good to see you. Yep. Okay.
I think they. I was trying every day. I used to, I used to be pretty good at math. Oh yeah, that's what friends. Right, where our software starts.
Good job, Maria.
But I'm a very good cheerleader if I'm not pressed. And I feel like you just want to hang out in the dirt for a while.
Good with it?
And there's or that something very quickly. So make it instead of social event for yes. No, you're not seen on there. No, come on.
good to see you. What do you?
Okay. Are you done?
Good?
Thank you.
You're right, we can keep democracy if we communicate with every person. Homeless, the immigrants hiding in cars. I will not give out locations, but I know families that are immigrants that want to go to Canada that are scared right now and they're living in a car. They're afraid to cross the border because they're afraid ICE will grab them. They're also waiting for people they've been waiting for a year that they're not sure ever even made it in America if they have been detained by ICE. And at the same time, I keep coming to these and I notice that the homeless aren't mentioned. We're victims of DEI, we're victims of hate. I ended up homeless because they didn't want me living there. I didn't end up homeless because I wasn't paying my rent. My rent was paid all the way up to the day they threw me out. And for the last year, I've been trying to get into a place, but I can't because now I have an eviction on my record. 2 kids. A lot of not understanding what anti-fascist is. I mean, if love is terrorism, I'll accept it. But nah, I'm a lover, not a fighter. I'm also for a government for the people and for democracy. And spewing those views and also speaking of my rights got me thrown out because they didn't want me living there anymore because it was a threat and my children were a threat. I have a non-binary child and both me and my oldest are queer. Because of that, we got thrown out and still can't find housing. And I live on disability. That's why I'm here, because I want all of us to be heard.
Thank you, Maria. They're killing it. I think the Supreme Court actually just did more than that's how it Okay. Yeah, then sure. So that.
We were happy to see so many people out here. We were a little bit sad to see that there was not more Palestinian solidarity, and we are calling upon the organizers, Indivisible and others, to make sure to incorporate anti-colonial, anti-empire, pro-Palestinian messaging in all of these events.
Yep.